What's up, everybody? This is VisitJoan, and last voiceover of the day. Woo! I've pretty much just been cranking them out and cranking them out and cranking them out, but after this, my voice can take a rest, and while there's still some work to be done before University is released, well, it doesn't involve me talking, so there you go. Anyway, this is a royal penthouse, and boy, do I have a doozy of a story to tell you. So, you're probably not going to hear anything about this build, and I'm sorry, but first of all, I just want to mention that I am trying this new thing that, like I said, builds are taking longer to do because I'm getting better at them. So I've decided, because editing is a lot of work and stuff like that, I'm going to build, like, the outside of the building on camera, furnish it off camera, and then do a house tour of it, because honestly, I like watching house tours more than builds, and I like watching, like, stop motions more than speed builds, but I don't have the patience to do that, so there we go. So, the occupant of this house is Prince Fredrick Phillepe Hempful, who is second in line to the throne of the Kingdom of Cordova, and he is perfectly happy to be the spare. He does not want to be king, he has no interest in being king, and in fact, he would rather pursue something that, is more of his interest. So, when he was younger, he kind of snuck away from the kingdom and attended university in America, where he met this Indian woman named Jacklyn. And I know, it's not an Indian name, but there was an Indian girl in my high school class named Jenna, so I'm gonna say that this is acceptable. Anyway, they met, fell in love, and then Fredrick's brother, the crown prince, got into a serious accident, and he survived it, but they didn't know if he would ever be able to fully recover, so Fredrick had to begrudgingly go back to Cordova and fulfill his duty. So he left Jacklyn without ever saying goodbye to her, but the good news is that his brother was able to fully recover and go back to doing the duties of the crown prince. So then Fredrick was free to be able to do whatever the heck he wanted. So he went back to San Myshuno and bought this penthouse. So one day he was just walking around the fashion district when he saw basically this woman and her 3 children running in like the pouring rain. And, being the gentleman that he is, because he's a prince and he would have been raised with chivalry, or however you pronounce that word, he went to her aid, and it turned out that she was, in fact, Jacklyn, who was escaping from her husband with their 3 children, 2 girls and a toddler boy. And so he offered them a place to stay in his penthouse. And once he got a good look at the oldest girl, he realized that she looked a lot like him. She had his hair color, not her mother's hair color, and I think she may have had his eyes too. I don't know, it's been a while since I created them. But anyway, he all of a sudden realizes that she is his child, which actually means she's third in line for the throne, because the accident that the crown prince was in resulted in a very good chance of him being infertile. And nobody knows this. The crown prince never told anybody because he knew that if he did, everyone would be all up on Fredrick's back going, "Hey Fredrick, you need to get married, you need to have kids." Turns out he had a child the whole time, and so he went and confronted Jacklyn, and she kind of, she's like, "Yeah, this is your daughter," and she kind of admitted that, after she saw him for the last time before he suddenly had to take off, she realized that she was pregnant, and she told her family, and because her family was really traditional, they had her drop out of college and married her off as soon as they could so they could pretty much pass the kid off as his. And so the marriage was, in the beginning, a good one, They had a child together, and then all of a sudden one day, she caught him in an affair. And his excuse was, I was going to propose to this woman, but then your parents insisted that I marry you, and I owed them, so I had to go along with it, and it isn't really right for us to lose our relationship, especially since we pretty much did nothing because your parents basically made us marry. And Jacklyn was like, okay, yeah, that's fair. So she wasn't really mad at him, but he did start resenting her after she found out about that, and, well, things went from okay to pretty bad, and I'm not going to get into the details here. You guys know what I mean. But she was pretty much stuck because, if she had abandoned him, her parents would just be, they'd be disappointed in her. They'd be kind of like infuriated because, they believe that when you say your vows, it's for forever. And she's already, put them in a bad position once, and she didn't want to do it again. So she pretty much didn't have a choice except to be stuck with this guy. However, he did have to go on a business trip, and so she saw this as her opportunity to escape, completely just disappear off the radar, and hopefully no one would find her. Well, Fredrick did, and he said that, you know what, you and your children can live here because we have the best security money they can buy. There is no way that this man is ever going to be able to harm you or your children. And so she took him up on that. So he basically, got to know his daughter and got reacquainted with Jacklyn as well. And they rekindled their romance, and they were expecting another baby. And Fredrick eventually found out that not only did the husband mistreat Jacklyn, but he also mistreated their daughter. And so he was really ticked about that. And so he said, you know what, I can get the best lawyers money can buy. We can go through with the divorce, and no matter what happens, no matter what kind of a fuss he puts up, it's basically guaranteed to go through. And by, this time, he had kind of been maybe seen with her in public a little bit, and so the tabloids were all over this, and rumors started to fly. And eventually, the husband found out and was not happy. So he pretty much attacked the penthouse in the middle of the night. And while Jacklyn and, a couple of the kids were injured, it wasn't serious. They did end up in the hospital, and so Fredrick had to give a press conference where he had to explain everything. And, he's sitting there, he's looking at the presses, he's explaining what's going on, and then he says that, completely out of nowhere, that both Jacklyn and their 10-year-old daughter were expected to make a full recovery. And the press went bananas, as they usually do, when they were trying to, hound him with questions. He's like, no, I don't want to answer any questions. And, of course, the rumor mill was going completely nuts. But basically, after all that, Fredrick went to see this guy when he was in, prison. And he said, it doesn't matter that you're going to be locked up. We're still getting a restraining order from you. And, by the way, I know that you have mistreated my daughter, who is basically third in line for the throne. And since my brother may not be able to have children, and I don't want to be king, if my brother decides that he can't, handle being king, she could be queen one day. So after that, Jacklyn had the baby. Fredrick and Jacklyn got married. And, well, since Jacklyn is a romance author, she actually decided she was going to write a book on this whole thing, as a romance novel. And who really likes her books is Bella Goth, because the whole romantic scenes aren't really as much as physical as they are emotional. It really just captures the emotional beauty of it, and Bella just really loved that. And so you can bet that when this book comes out, Bella's gonna be reading it. So it all comes back in the end, I've said before. But you guys are probably sitting there wondering, okay, how the heck does this fit into the bigger picture and stuff like that, and that's how. So anyway, this build, I kind of based it off of a couple of pictures I found on Pinterest. I wanted to do the rounded stacking decks, but that ended up not working out. But I also wanted to do I kind of got inspired by a brick, well, not brick, but it was a blocky modern house that was surrounding a pool that's in the ground, but it was above the ground. You know what I mean? So I decided to do that and have the kitchen look into the pool. So that was really kind of interesting. And so I did furnish this off camera, and I did eventually, wait until university was out. But now that I'm almost done building the outside, we can actually get started with the tour pretty soon. And I'm really excited to finish it because, as you can tell, I put a lot of work into it. And there actually was one session when I first started building it that I ended up recording for 2 hours, which I never do. So let's check it out. Okay, well, here we are at the kind of the front of the penthouse, I guess. I don't know. Ignore the choppy movements. It's really hard when you're actually off the lot to move around. But we're gonna take a look at the deck first. And I did kind of, like I said before, I did kind of get this off of a picture. But anyway, you can see what is going on here. There's a couple of chairs over there. And there's like staircases, and we're not going to be going up and down these particular staircases, sorry. And well, I actually locked all the outdoor doors because everyone was taking, you know, the outdoor routes to get there, and that really kind of got annoying, especially when I turned the weather back on and it was like raining. So yeah, I had to turn that off. But yeah, anyway, here we have a little I guess outdoor barbecue area. We got a grill, a built-in bar. There's even a dishwasher in there, which keeps breaking whenever it starts raining. So we should probably put some kind of tent over that or something. Oh, look, the tripod's still there. I thought I planned to put that away, but I forgot. Sorry about that. But we have a little like seating area under the stairs. We have a little, well, you guys can see I don't need to explain everything that's going on, but here, you know, we have a little basketball hoop. Which, I mean, I wonder what would happen if you actually hit the ball off the edge of the building. I mean, that's probably gotta hurt if somebody, you know, was walking, you know, on the street and all of a sudden the basketball comes flying down. But anyway, we can see here the dishwasher, and we got like ice cream and stuff like that. And that'd be really cool to swing on the top of a penthouse building. But anyway, we're gonna go inside. These are the doors that open from the deck, and over here is the little elevator where you get up from the street, and you probably have to like basically use like a key card to get up there. However, paparazzi don't, so I really don't understand that at all. But anyway, here we have a little entry area, and I wanted the like pillar edge thing to, that thing that the thermostat is on, to stick out because I really liked what it had in the picture. But I couldn't figure out how to do it, and as you can see, this is actually a loft. Oh look, Neil's up there. Hi Neil. But anyway, you can see that this building is, I think I already explained it, so I'm not going to do that here. But anyway, you can see there's a completely open plan here. This over here is the dining room, and for some reason, Sims can't get to the back chair over there. I don't know why. They can get to everyone else, but okay. And we got a little fancy area over here, and these are some pictures. And actually, you know, I'm just noticing right now when I film this that those two are kind of the same, except at a different angle. I don't know. I'm not replacing them. I'm not retaking them. I don't have time for that. But anyway, we have a really fancy dining area over here. And oh look, there's a party bot. And over here we have kind of like the living room. Now it's not much of like of a recreational room. There's no game console here. But we do have, you know, seats, a bookshelf, stereos, a big TV, and a big rug, which actually was really cool that I actually was able to get to use one of those big rugs, the full size of the rug. And, you know, because normally I don't get to do that. But we can also see over here we have, you know, the bookshelves, and which is occupied by some pictures. They're just really cute pictures. I don't really need to explain every single picture. You've probably seen some of these on Instagram if you follow me on there. But then we have these stairs over here, and we have the desk area. This is like the family computer area with, you know, once again, some pictures because I love pictures. And yeah, I went a little overboard on the pictures. You will see that in a little bit. But, you know, that's just me. Anyway, here we have the kitchen. Here we have a little, I don't even know what the heck this is, but more pictures. It's like just after they got engaged and just after they got married. We got a calendar there. And, you know, most of this was done before the red shelf broke. So yeah, I was definitely able to put a bunch of stuff up on the shelves. Okay, this is really driving me nuts, but all of a sudden I start doing this voiceover and I start yawning. It's just like really annoying. But anyway, over here we have the kitchen. We can see that there's like a little fridge over there, and there's like, I don't know, just like some kitchen clutter over here. And there's the swimming pool. And over here I kind of did a thing. I'm going to go back and show you, but here we have, you know, a bunch of counters kind of just surrounding a half wall. I saw that in somebody else's build. Ignore that, please. But I thought that looked really cool, and so I decided to try it. We have this beautiful modern kitchen over here. I really like the kitchen. Was the first room I did, and I really like how it turned out. We have a beautiful island counter over here. We have some, sorry about that, the whatchamacallit, the interlocking ceiling lights. There we go. We have a dishwasher over here, and here we have just, it's just a beautiful display of cabinetry and really one of the most intricate pieces I've ever put together, and so I'm really kind of proud of that. But anyway, I will zoom in so you can see a little bit. There is one picture there, and it's right above the the microwave. There's Courtney with their little pet hedgehog. That is adorable. But yeah, this is pretty much the kitchen. There's a couple of spice racks over there, and I really like how this one turned out. So I'm gonna give you, another view of the entire room here. And then we're going to go in here, and this is pretty much a half bathroom, even though it's big enough to be a full bathroom, but I decided to make it a half bath instead. As you can see, I used the fancy talking toilet. I don't even understand the point of that, but whatever. We got, whatchamacallit. There's a giant curtain here because there's a giant window there, and even though we're so high up, nobody's going to see. There will be people on the deck, so I figured that would be appropriate. There's just a bunch of clutter strewn everywhere and a couple of cabinets. And that's pretty much it for this bathroom. And that's also pretty much it for like the main living area downstairs. Now we're going to go through this hallway over here. And as you can see, there are a few family pictures, a couple of wedding pictures, and then a photo collage. I just moved up so you could see, but there is a picture of the whole family. I think that's really the only one I have of the whole family. But, it's here along with a few others, and on the other side of the wall, there are even more pictures. I'm going to go back to sim height here, but as you can see, there's another big wedding picture. There are a lot of them, but, they just got married, so they would have a lot of big wedding pictures. And then here's just a cute little baby bump picture. That is so adorable. I kind of pulled her hair back so that you could see what he's doing in this image, but, yeah. So this is kind of like just a little nook. I didn't really have all that much to do with this area, so I just made it into a little, like, seating nook area. We got the fitness stuff, couches. See, you can see the, whoa, what is going on here? I don't even know, but, yeah, I'm really proud of how this turned out, really, especially the shelf. I really like that shelf and how it turned out. But we're gonna head over here, and in here is going to be the guest bedroom. Now right now it is in fact occupied by the butler, but this is where Jacklyn stayed before she and Fredrick got involved again. So I put like a bunch of Discovery University items in here because, it had just come out, and I kind of didn't know what else to do, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait for Discovery University to come out so I can put a lot of these objects in this room. So we have just an accent wall with the stone wall covering, and in through here is just the bathroom that adjoins the guest suite. Just a toilet, a shower, a little cabinet right there, and a sink. Nothing too big or fancy. It's just a guest bathroom. But there are toothbrushes there and stuff like that. So that is the guest suite. Now there are a couple more things I do want to show you on this first floor. And we're going to go through this door here, and this door is kind of a changing room. It's like a little locker room. You can see we have the Discovery University showers and a couple of lockers here. No bench because there's no room for them, but that's because when you go through here, we have the home gym. And as you can see, there's, all the kind of equipment that you would need for a gym. You got signed jerseys because, why not? If there were professional sports players from Cordova, they probably would have signed them for at least, one of their princes. But, yeah, we got, the climbing wall here. We just have, a bunch of stuff. We got the moss stone thing over there. I don't know why I'm saying all this stuff. I usually hate it when people do that. But, we also have a door that leads back outside, but we've already been there, so we're not gonna go through that. Anyway, one more room I have to show you guys, and we're gonna go back to this little nook area and through these doors that we passed up already. And in here is Fredrick's office. Now, this is pretty much an office space. We got chess table over here. Oh wow, I didn't put a picture up there. I probably should have done that. Just a couple of chairs, kind of like maybe like reading nooks. We have his workspace over here with just, you know, a bunch of pictures. A picture of him and Jacklyn, another wedding picture, because why not? And, you know, we just have a bunch of files and stuff for him to work on because, you know, even though he's not going to rule the country, he probably does some stuff on, you know, like remotely and stuff. And there's probably some articles that he was in, and over here is a little bookcase with some more pictures of him and the girls. And actually, when I first did this, I didn't even know you could put stuff in the little shelves over there, and the red shelf is currently broken, so I can't do anything else. But there we have a little, you know, computer glasses. I haven't tried those yet. I really should. But, yeah, that is the office area. So that's the entire first floor. We're going to go back out here now, and now that we're done with that, we are going to go upstairs. And as you can see, there's a really cool chandelier there. I have no idea why the trim insists on being in the inside there. I just have no idea. But anyway, we're going to go upstairs now. And, ooh, I've never actually, well, I mean, I did for the one house, but, anyway, we're now upstairs, and the first thing you see is, like, the family pin board, and then this is just, oh, hi, Neil. This is just a little, there he is, a little, recreational nook, kind of, where you can just look out over the living room and see the fancy chandelier over there, and, you know, there's a fish tank over here, and this is, you know, just a bunch of, I just decided to put a bunch of, like, recreational stuff here, like, foosball, don't wake the llama. We got more wedding pictures, because why not? I really love that pose, as you can tell. But, yeah, you can see out to the pool, and, you know, there's more pictures of the two of them, and another belly picture, and there's a little wall divider that kind of divides off. This is like the area where the game console is. So as you can see, there's a big screen TV because I couldn't really put that in the living room just because there were windows on those walls. But this is where it is here. This is a picture of Fredrick proposing because he did it in the middle of a photo shoot, which I thought was just so sweet. And there's, you know, just pictures of them with the kids, and whoa, okay, we need to work this out. How am I gonna quit doing that? But anyway, no, we're not. We're gonna take another look back here. I'm not editing this again. I just want, you know. Anyway, we're gonna go through here. Here is just, it's just a bathroom, plain and simple. There's a tub with jets. There's, you know, it's a bathroom. There's nothing much to say about. Whoa, okay, I really need to, you know, I need to figure out how to do this. It's a bathroom. Now, before we go check out the master suite, we are going to head outside for a little bit, and we're going to find this little seating area. And again, I did have to lock that door just because everyone was using it as like a go-to. They weren't going inside. They were just walking around outside, and that was just really annoying. So I had to, you know, stick the, lock the doors, but there's the little outdoor area, and there's the stairs to go back upstairs. And yes, this was a pain in the butt trying to floor plan this and do the layout, but I finally figured it out. So anyway, we are going to go in here in the master suite, and poor Jacklyn is sleeping. But considering she just gave birth, I'm not all that much surprised. That's her little writing station over there. That's where she writes her books. And it's kind of like little sectioned off by these little dividers. And here we have kind of a little sitting area because this room is so big. I really didn't know what to do with everything here. So I kind of had a little seating area. There's a picture of University of Britechester where they met. And there's some, you know, pictures of them in their swimwear being all, you know, romantic. Because that's kind of a cute thing to have in the master bedroom. This is the walk-in closet. It's got, you know, a bunch of mirror. It's got just a bunch of closet stuff. Like, I mean, there's not all that much I can say about this. But yeah, I normally actually don't use this as a closet that much just because there's another one in the room, kind of like his and hers. But, yeah, that's pretty much what that is. And then we can go back out here. There's the other closet. There's the little vanity area. And there's, you know, there's another picture of them. That's so cute. But, there's a little, you know, dresser desk. And you're probably thinking, like, okay, why do you have 3 of those? But I'm like, you know, I have a closet and a dresser in my room. So, you know, like, it's not that unusual to have that. But anyway, it looks like we're going to head over here to the bedroom area. And here is where I went overboard with the pictures, you guys. This is kind of like a wall of sexy pictures. And I just figured, you know, it's a master bedroom. Why not? Why not have some fun, you know? So I pretty much, I just took all these pictures and put them on the wall here. And there's another wedding picture. You know, this over here is the master bath. As you can see, there's like windows that you can peer into it, but it's a master bathroom, guys. It's, you know, I don't think they would be all that worried about privacy in this room. But as you can see, there is a mirror. There's a in-wall shower here, along with a bathtub, and there's another shower because I wanted, you know, a woo-wooable shower, because that's just, you know, it's a master bed. It's a master bathroom. You kind of have to have that. But here's the sink area, and oh, I didn't put a picture there. Okay, I normally would do that, but yeah, here's the area with the sink. I really like how it turned out. Here's the toilet area with the cabinet above it. And, whoa, okay, this clipping needs to stop. And in here we have a sauna. Now this sauna is basically exclusively lit by candles. So, it's candlelight only, which sets a romantic atmosphere to it. But anyway, it's a sauna, guys. It's a built-in sauna in the house. But anyway, we're going to head out here, and we're going to go outside for a minute and check out the pool area. So yes, this is the pool area. We got a little art thing over there for like a mural. But yes, we do have a pool area. For part of it, I did want it to be an infinity pool, but I didn't want the whole thing to be an infinity pool. So I just, you know, made part of it have the waterfalls and other part of it have the, whatchamacallit, the railings. This is a little dining area that kind of goes with the, whatchamacallit, the little barbecue bar area downstairs. And anyway, that leads directly out from the master bedroom, but there are also ways to get up there from the, floor of the deck. Now we're going to head to the 3rd floor. Now this is where, again, the camera angle is going to get really tricky, just because it's the 3rd floor and, you know, it moves so fast. It's really hard to control. This is the floor that is specifically for the kids. As you can see here, there's just a bunch of kids stuff and pictures of the kids, and we have a little hamster. Well, that's not a hamster, that's a hedgehog. Look at him, he's up in the little bubble thingy. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Look, I gotta get, you know, footage of him running around in there. Look at that. But, anyway, yeah, I was kind of like, just, oh, look, there's the butler taking care of the baby for once. Okay, yeah, over here we have a little dollhouse and a book nook. I was trying to copy something I found on Pinterest, but I don't think it worked out all that well, but you know what, it still works. Sims were able to sit there, so that works. Giant teddy bear. And you know, now that this door's open, we're going to go in the nursery, and what is going on? That baby is still crying. Man, this butler cannot do her job. But anyway, this is the baby boy. His name is Harrison, and this is his nursery. And it's not really all that fancy just because he's a newborn, and, you know, he doesn't need all that much, but I did put a few decorations and some books in here for him to read when he gets older. And out here is like a little deck, but there was definitely a railing there so that nobody falls off. But that door is probably locked, so nobody can get there. But anyway, back to like the little recreation room here. I kind of put like all the stuff that everyone could enjoy out here. And and it was really kind of hard to put stuff in the individual rooms just because a lot of the stuff I put in kids' rooms I put out here. But you can see there's some photos and, you know, dartboard, and there's Jacklyn and Courtney. And over here we have another maybe like kids' computer space, because I figured the kids don't have really their own computer. And got an RC copter, and what is going on here? But sorry about that, guys. I don't even know what the heck was going on. There's Fredrick and Macy pictures, and there's another little sitting nook. And in here we have the children's bathroom, and again, it's a bathroom. Nothing special here, but I do like how it does have two sinks and how the little mirror area turned out. There's a fancy shower with a fancy shower curtain and all the paraphernalia that you need there. And of course, there is a toilet and a little cabinet. Now we're going to go back through here and we can check out Neil's room now. This is the toddler room. And you can see there's a lot of little animal stuff in here. And I did this basically kind of in green. There's some Brightchester flags because that's where his mom met Fredrick. And, oh, wow, I think I must have messed that up, but anyway, there's his bed, and there's a little mobile over the bed, more Brightchester posters, and he has his own little, like, toy box and his little chest, and little hamster chairs. Those are so adorable. But anyway, he has a bunch of stuff here that he can play with. And, okay, next room we're gonna head into is this room over here. This is Macy's room. It's just a typical girl's room, nothing too special about it, but look at that view. Can you imagine having that view outside your bedroom? But, yeah, I used a lot of, you know, kids' room stuff, Discovery University stuff in here. There's a couple island living things, like the little seating area and the lamp. I thought that was a nice touch. And, over here, she has a bookcase and a little desk, and, oh, I didn't give that picture a frame. I must have forgotten to do that. But, you know, she has, like, the little flip-flops hanging down and some porta-pals, and she does have her own smart hub. And the bookcase is kind of a place to put her backpack. But, you know, it's just kind of like a peachy room, and I really like how these rooms turned out, except for that I feel like the wall is kind of bare. But, yeah, that's pretty much Macy's room. Now we're going to go into the last room of the house over here. This is Courtney's bedroom. And this room is done in like a blue and green theme, and she actually has, you know, a little area outside this like little slanted window thing. And I was going to have this be like the whole room entirely, but you know what? It was considering the room outside and wouldn't light it properly, so I had to put the wall there and put like a little secret pillow nook that she can just chill in, read in, or just do whatever she wants, maybe listen to music or something. But over here is her bed area. There's a picture of her and Fredrick because Fredrick is her actual father. And yes, that's, you know, a story for another time. I think I've already said stuff like that earlier in the video. But anyway, I really like what I did with this. Have a little nook with the corner sofa and the light in the background and the string lights. And oh my goodness, I really just love how this turned out. And yeah, I know I put a lot of time and effort into these rooms. Into this build as a whole. It took, I don't know, like a month. I started in like October and I just finished it like at the end of November. But anyway, here's like a mural to be painted, and this is kind of like the little deck on the outside of the third floor. And over here we have just a pretty much like a garden. There's a blackberry bush here. There's just a bunch of plants and a bunch of weeds and dandelions. But those need to be pulled. Why isn't the butler doing her job? Or at least I think that's part of the butler's job. I don't even know what the butler's job is anymore. And there is a little hot tub. So that pretty much wraps up this tour. If you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate leaving a like and a comment. If you want to see more of these fancy schmancy house builds, I don't know if I'll do more right away, but if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. And also you can follow me on social media if you want to see sneak peeks, fun facts, behind the scenes. Follow me at Instagram at VisitJoan. And if you want to see my opinions on Sim stuff, you can follow me at Twitter at VisitJoan Videos. But anyway, I'm going to head up out of here now. See you guys in the next video. Bye!